Oh look, what's this I've found? Is that a 170 metre or possibly even a 180 metre high crane? And it wants me to drive it. And just take a look at how tall this crane is. The tallest crane I've ever driven. Let's go drive it. And let's start by climbing a crane. So here I am at the base of the crane. And now let's start climbing it. So as we head up the crane, we've got various ties tying a crane onto the building. Cranes over 100 metres have to be tied onto the building, otherwise they start to sway too much for what is safe. So this means that on very tall buildings they can only initially put the crane up 100 metres, then as the buildings grow, putting the ties then extend the crane. Let's continue climbing it. So further up the crane we go. We're now about halfway up the crane. And now we go above all of the ties to the building and we go up to the crane extender. The crane extender uses hydraulics to jack up the crane, then another piece of crane is slotted in to the extender, and that is how the crane is extended. And here is the hydraulic pump for the extender. Now go up to the top of the extender. We've now reached the height of the building. And now we continue climbing up the crane. The crane continues higher. So we're pretty much at the top now. Crane is just there. There's the hook and there is the crane. We're literally almost there. And it's flashing. It says drive me. And here we are up at the rotating axis of the crane. So then we've now reached the axis of the crane. Here is the axis. There's your crane. There's your axis. Very greasy axis. And here I am up at the top of the crane, right at the very top. Let's take a look at the view. So over to the back of the crane where the red light and the counterweight is. Let's do a leg dangle. And here is the arm of the crane. Notice that this is a horizontal crane, and notice there is the carriage, which you could actually take a ride in. But annoyingly, there's no safe walkable platforms from where I am to get to the carriage, and I know a lot of dodgy urban explorers will literally just walk across, balancing across the crane to get there if they wanted to. That's beyond my risk level, I can't do that. So disappointingly, I did not manage to surf this crane. Oh well, let's go and drive it. But first let's do another leg dangle. It's crane driving time! My favourite! And now we go into the crane cab. Let's take a look around the cab. Radio, lots of bits from the crane, there's your controls. Oh, my favourite, it's a piss ball! It's now time to drive the crane. Let's start with driving the hook. And now let's rotate the crane.
All good.
And now let's drive the movable carriage. Let's take a look at the user interface on this crane. And let's now take a look at the instruction manual. How to drive your tower crane. Flat top tower crane. Oh, got some warnings. Oh, there's actually loads here. Description of machine, all the different components, except this one's much taller than that. Building your crane, safety requirements, I don't care about that shit. Some 4 different specs, different heights, amount of torques needed, loads on that. I want to see a bit about controls, assembly standards, how to put the pins in. Let's go, where's the driving instructions? All the setup of your platforms, how to put the platforms in. Got everything here. How to put in the limit switches, how to put in the motors. Actually, this is a good manual. How to use the interface. No, you can't actually safely get to that. Considering that's as close as the carriage gets, without an abseiling harness, you have to put a harness onto that. So I could get to the carriage for a surf, but I need a harness that clips on. Without a harness, I know there's other people that would do that, but for me, I'm not willing to go across that drop to get to that. So sadly, I cannot surf this crane. That is so disappointing. It's right there. It wants me to surf it. But safety first, I don't think I can get across all that safely to get to that carriage. That's annoying. Big counterweight, and that's the VF drives for that motor, and there is the motor. So come and look at this VF drive. Let's see if we can have a nose at what this VF drive looks like. No, this cabinet doesn't let you open it. Let's just switch it off. No, I don't want to do that. Oh well. That's a shame. Didn't get to see VF drives, didn't get to surf it, but fuck it, it's still a nice crane. Tallest crane I've driven, 180 metres. Before that, the tallest one I've driven, I think, 130. So this is my tallest crane for driving. Not my total tallest. My total tallest is actually Landmark Pinnacle up there, which is 200. Well, building was 233 metres. The crane must have been at 240 metres. So that's my tallest crane. It's gone now, but this is the tallest crane I've driven, and that is the end of the video. Well, that's this crane driving session over with. Looking back at my footage, I should have driven it a lot more actually. Well, next time I'll make sure I do a lot more driving when I'm up a crane. But still, it's really nice to have driven a properly tall 170 metre crane. But on my next crane driving adventure, I'm going even taller, because next time I'm going to be driving a 200 metre crane. Make sure you check out that one.
くなってると